Are you being overwhelmed by negative thoughts? Well, if you are, stay tuned to the end because I'm going to be doing a demo showing how you can overcome that overwhelm. I'm Kathleen Rafter. I help people to become calm, clear, and confident so they can develop vibrant lives of inner peace. I'm a spiritual life coach and teacher and an EFT practitioner. So if you feel overwhelmed by negative thoughts, you're not alone. Most people don't realize that those negative thoughts are running their lives. But where do they come from? Well, they come from your ego, from your subconscious. And what happens is that around the age of 2, a child begins to develop a sense of separateness, a sense of I. And they begin to feel that they have to protect this I and all their belongings, all their toys. So they begin to develop the sense of separateness, and the negative thinking starts there. And then it just continues to grow as the child gets older and then into teenhood and adulthood. So unless you do something specific to go through and to eliminate negative thoughts and negative emotions, they're there and they're driving your life. And we don't want to get rid of the ego, though, because we need the ego in order to live. But what it should be is our servant instead of our master. So there are 3 methods that I personally use and I've taught my clients and my students to use to go through and, first of all, to become aware of the negative thought or the negative emotion, then to release it, and then to reframe it. So the 3, well, first of all, think about how the negative thoughts are affecting your life. How are they affecting your business or your job, the people that you work with? How are negative thoughts affecting your intimate relationship or relationship with your family members, with your friends? How is it affecting your health? A lot of people don't realize that it's their thinking that's affecting what goes on within their body. And then how is the negative thought affecting your personal growth? Are you stuck because of these negative thoughts? And so the 3 methods that I find most effective, most useful are, first of all, it's a basic one called cancel, cancel. You've probably heard of it before. And with cancel, cancel, you realize you have that negative thought or emotion. You go through and say cancel, cancel, or delete, or simply cancel. And then you replace that negative thought with the polar opposite. The second method is using EFT or emotional freedom techniques. And that's very effective for going through and doing rounds of tapping to release the negative thought or emotion. And then also using EFT to install the new polar opposite. And then the third method is actually the Sedona method, the basic method of the Sedona method, where you go through and ask yourself 3 simple questions. Could I let it go? And be honest with yourself. If you're not willing to let it go, maybe not yet. Just, yes or no. Either way, no matter which way you answer, it's going to work. The second question is, would I let it go? And again, be honest. If the answer is no, then say no. And then the third thing is when. And that is an invitation to just drop it, release it right there. And then I would add to think of the polar opposite and go through and think of that and how you're going to work that into your situation. So I'd like to do a demo on using EFT. And I had a situation yesterday where I was trying to just replace an image. I duplicated a landing page and I wanted to change the image for a new workshop that I'm doing. And it just wouldn't work. And I had no idea why not. So I'll just walk you through what I was doing when I was tapping for this situation. And you can use this. Just think of whatever situation is going on with you you can just tap on my situation and you'll find a benefit to it. We call it the secondary benefits or borrowing benefits. So start with the side of the hand. Even though I'm so frustrated with the situation, I deeply and completely accept myself. Or you could say, even though I just don't know why this isn't working, I know it's going to work out okay in the end. Or even though I'm not quite sure what's going on, but I know that I'm a good person. And then the round of negative tapping. I don't know what's going on. I've done this so many times before, but for some reason this just won't upload. And I've contacted the company and they haven't been much help. And I want to get this done. And I don't know what I'm going to do about it. I don't know if I'm going to be able to find anyone to help me. And I'm just so frustrated with the whole thing. So I was aware of the situation. I went through and through tapping, I released it. And you may have to do more than one round. That's okay. Just do it until you feel some relief and you don't have any more energy on the situation. And then go through and just install the new. I can see this turning out perfectly. I can see the image being there on the landing page, the new image that I want. And I can see that it's just a perfect landing page. The image is there. All the descriptive text is there. The sign up button is there. And everything is just perfect. And we're all set to promote it for the workshop. And if you feel it isn't fully installed yet, then you can go through and do another round or two of tapping. But just to summarize, there's no reason to be overwhelmed with negative thoughts. Realize that this is something that's been, if you've never addressed it before, if you've never addressed the negative thoughts and the negative emotions, there's something that's been with you from childhood. And the way to overcome them is to, first of all, to be aware that they're there, to release them, and then to reframe or to replace them with the polar opposite. And I talked about the cancel method, where you just go through and realize you've got this negative thought or emotion. You go through and you say cancel, or you say delete. You can do it mentally or do it out loud. And then go through and reframe it with the polar opposite. With the Sedona method, those 3 questions: could I let it go? Would I let it go? And when? And just keep asking yourself those questions. If the answers are no to the first 2 to start with, don't worry about it. Sooner or later, the more you do this, the easier it gets, so that you're just releasing it right away. And then I did a demo using EFT with a situation that I had yesterday. So try the methods right here in the video and let me know how it goes for you. Let me know which one you like best. And you can leave a comment below, or if you'd rather keep it private, you can email me at Kathy@KathleenRafter.com. And if you like this information, I'm sure you'll love the free ebook that I created. 5 steps to create inner peace and calm your soul, even if nothing else has ever worked before. So try the steps in the ebook and in the video here. Leave a comment, or if you have a question, let me know. And we'll see you next week.